the campaign for science, of course, technology, education, and mathematics is definitely on here in Ghana. And of course, there's a need to scale that up by trickling that down the academic ladder. We know of the National Science and Maths quiz and some of the interventions going around, the STEM, push for STEM for girls. And also this time around, there's a new campaign to try and allow the little ones as well, both at the basic school, to also try and catch up and jump onto the STEM train. Guess what? I'm joined in studio now by Francis Ahiniafo, Senior Vice official working with, he's actually the Senior Vice President at Dream Oval Foundation. He's joining us to have a conversation on this new GSTEP challenge that is about to come onto your screen. So let's talk about it, and it's a good time to be speaking to you. Welcome to our studios.
Pleasure to
and let's talk about GSTEP first of all. When people hear that, they're wondering, well, are we in for another time of technicalities and fixing wires and all of that? What's GSTEP about?
GSTEP is primarily is acronym for Ghana Science and Tech Explorer Prize. It's a STEM initiative to introduce children in the junior high schools between the ages of 11 and 16 years to practical learning, STEM education, and development of STEM skills. Because the world has evolved, okay, the era of rote learning is fast moving away, and we need to now introduce our kids to practical learning, introduce them to STEM skills, because that is the panacea to solve a lot of the unemployment issues that we have. So we are building these young people or these kids the ability to develop entrepreneurial mindset and create solutions around challenges within their communities.
And generally, what challenge are you seeking to deal with once you roll on this campaign?
So every community in this country is bedeviled with lots of problems. We are dealing with sanitation, we are dealing with power issues, we are dealing with water issues, we are dealing with, every community has its own issues. So what we are advocating is that look at challenges within your communities, look at resources within your environment, use those resources to come up with solutions, submit those ideas as part of the challenge. We'll verify them, we'll assess them, and if you qualify, we'll move you to the next level. So that is the essence of this idea, to inculcate in these young people the ability to use local materials to develop solutions to address local challenges within their environment.
And I'm just wondering what format you'll be taking in terms of rolling out the campaign. Are you opening that up to all students at the basic level? What are the requirements?
It's open to all students at the basic level, but you need to fall within the two regions, Accra and the Ashanti regions.
So is it a pilot, or that's what it's going to be?
For now, it's a 3-year pilot that we are running. And of course, we've had a calls from all over the country to bring it to their regions. But unfortunately, this 3-year program, it's for these two regions to pilot this and test the model, and then we can scale it to other regions. So eventually, this will be opened up to the entire, all schools within the country to participate in the challenge.
So if there's a parent who's watching us now who wants their ward to be part of the program, how do you get started?
We have already started. As a matter of fact, the program started last year with scoping and research. We ran a lot of hack events to conscientize the kids about what is happening. And on the 14th of July, 2022, we launched the challenge formally. So the challenge has been launched. Submissions have come through. We received over 800 submissions from the two regions. Out of that, we have scaled it down to 50. So we've shortlisted that number to 50 ideas who are currently being supported. What it is that you need to, those 50 ideas, of course, we've agreed, these are your ideas that you've submitted, which qualifies you to the next level. So now we support you, we give you the resources. In addition to local materials you are sourcing in your environment, we will resource you financially, technically, material-wise, to ensure that you build your ideas into prototype. And we've had a lot of ideas, that are coming up. So now they are at the stage where they are building those ideas they submitted into their prototypes. So it is this prototype that is going to be submitted. And we have a judging stage happening on the 24th and 25th of this month in Accra. And then on the 30th and 1st of December, we go to Kumasi for the judging phase. And our judging stage is going to be the Dragon style judging, where you come, groups submit their projects, and the judges are going to query them, ask them questions, and find out the ideas behind how scalable is this, how marketable is this, how is your solution even addressing challenges within your community. After that one, the judges are going to select the best 3 ideas that we are going to honor.
So give me an idea of what of the challenge, for instance, that these children may face.
As in what you're going to go
Yes,
through?
practically.
Oh, so like I said, a lot
Yeah.
of them have developed. I mean, I've seen a group has come up with an idea to use cow down to generate biogas.
Oh, amazing.
In addition to this, some of them are coming up
Even at that level.
at that level. And for me, it's very important because we need to nurture talent at the young level.
Yeah.
We don't have to wait till they get to the tertiary level before we begin to build talent in them, or we're going to begin to identify talent. Even at the young stage, as in junior high schools, begin to identify some of these talents, support them, provide them all the needed support so they can groom themselves into entrepreneurs.
Right.
They come out of schools and they understand the mindset of an entrepreneur. They are not looking to be employed, they are looking to employ, because now they can build solutions. Wherever there's a problem, there is an employment, okay? And that's the idea behind this, that if there's a problem in your community, definitely there is a way to solve that problem. If you have the ability to solve that problem, you have the ability to create jobs.
And is there an opportunity for mentorship for people who will be part of these academies?
Definitely. So in line with this program as well, we're working with 5 partners. One of our partner, which is MEST Africa. MEST is responsible for mentorship. So we've recruited mentors who are supporting each of these groups. So every group, we've selected 50 groups. Every group has a mentor who is guiding, supporting them, and shaping their mindset towards the skills development. STEM skills development. So everybody has a mentor who's assisting them. Aside the mentors, they also have coaches who are helping them shape those ideas into their prototypes. So
And since you're talking about MEST, I'm sure that there are other partners who are supporting on this journey. You might want to talk about.
So beside MEST Africa, there's Foundervine. Foundervine is based in Ghana, but they're also based in the UK.
Okay.
Foundervine is responsible for the youth ambassadorial wing of the challenge. Because we are dealing with young people, we've also recruited young ambassadors who are helping implementing partners to drive the initiative. So Foundervine is responsible, and they run them through various programs, masterclass sessions, design thinking sessions, to shape their mindset as well, to support us, the implementing partners. We also have Nesta challenges. So Nesta Challenge Works, as a matter of fact. They used to be Nesta Challenge, they are now Challenge. They are based in the UK, who are also helping
be part
design
of
the
it,
program. And then we have Dex Technology. Dex is part of this initiative. So Dex is also responsible for the technical part of the challenge, and they are also providing the materials, the resources to support the young people. So they are the organization behind helping the groups and the students develop their ideas into prototypes.
And what's next after this very engagement?
So what's next on the 25th of January 2023, we're going to have a grand exhibition and award ceremony. And we are rewarding our award prizes over 200,000 Ghana cedis, which is going to be given to the first 3 winners who are going to come up best after this challenge. So that's what we are currently driving at, getting the students ready, getting the event site ready to exhibit their materials, and want Ghana to come and see. And you'll be blown away. I have been impressed with the ideas that these kids have come up with. And if we can build talent at this level, or if we can train our children at this level to start nurturing their talents, believe me, when they get to the tertiary level, they will transform this country for us. And that's the essence of this program. Build confidence in these young people to know that they have the can-do spirit to do something. And that's the essence of this for us.
Let's talk about the future for the program. How's it looking like? Because you were talking, for instance, about plans to move from just the Eastern and Greater Accra to other regions as well. So how are you actualizing these plans?
So after our 3-year engagement, which ends in 2023, we are engaging other funding organizations to come in and support. So the idea is to move this across the country, as I indicated. And we don't want the program to die, because for such an initiative, we need a holistic plan. Get every child in every community involved in this. So there is a plan to raise more funding. We are working with, I need to also emphasize that we are working in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Ghana Education Service. Right. So after the 3 years, we want to also work with them to own it. And then we will support them financially to drive this across the country. So getting access to the schools, getting access to the students, getting access to the teachers, it has been their responsibility to help us access these schools, teachers, and all the needed resources within the educational space to promote this program. Our goal is to work with them to move to the next level and get this program across the entire country. And
is there any other thing that, for instance, parents could do to support this program?
Yes, I mean, we need parents' consent. I mean, we need parents support in all this. We need them to motivate their children. These children are in groups. They are working with other children from other partners. So there are some meetings that are held on weekends. We need parents to know that their kids are doing something phenomenal, and we need their backing, we need their blessing. That's all the kids are looking for. They need that pat on the back to say, you can do it, go ahead. That's all we require from them. And we need them to follow us on social media and see the amazing ideas that their children have come up with. And these children need to be proud of themselves, because for them to come up with such ideas, I believe that Ghana has a great future.
And for those who have not been part of the program, I guess you have a message for them as well.
Definitely. So for those who even didn't make it to the next level, there is a plan to continue engage them. As a matter of fact, right after we close the ceremony on the 25th of January 2023, we are opening a full year challenge the next year. From January to December, the challenge is open again. So those who couldn't make it can refine their ideas and resubmit their ideas next year when we open the full challenge, and definitely the sky is the limit for them. There's a lot of opportunities that we are working with. We are working with a number of organizations, one of them being a multimedia group who is backing and supporting us, Fidelity Bank, Stanbic Bank, Graphic Communications Group. These are partners that we're working with. Some of these winners are going to intern at their age, intern with some of these organizations to pick nuggets and pick ideas from them on how business is developed. So there is a great future. And for those who didn't make it, yes, like I said, there's other ways we are engaging them to ensure that we don't lose them, because those ideas, they didn't go to qualify to the next level, not because the ideas are good, because they were better ideas. But those ideas, we don't want to throw them into the garbage. We want to still refine them and ensure that we develop them.
And I'm, for instance, interested in the issue of peer learning, for instance. How are you encouraging these little ones who've gone through the challenge to also influence their colleagues back in school when they return?
Definitely. So I didn't indicate that we have this ambassadorial group. They are called the Youth Steering Group.
Right.
They, in their schools, become advocates for GSTEP. These young ones are also, we get them to the schools to engage these young people and talk to them.
Right.
When we finish this challenge, some of those winners are also going to be paraded across these two regions for the schools to see them, for the education authorities to see them. And that, we believe, is the ability to inspire creativity among the other peers, for them to know that if Kojo can do it, then it means Mansa can equally do same. So we are using them to propagate the gospel, the message around practical learning and STEM skills, and get the ideas to other kids who have not been part of this program.
I wish this conversation would go on and on, but Mr. Hinyafo, thank you for joining us here on the Pulse. And of course, we're looking up to that Ghana Science and Tech Challenge Prize. You need to monitor all of the developments here on the Joy News channel.